Alfa Romeo, the brand for car enthusiasts. There's no denying the rich history of the car brand Alfa Romeo. If you know anything about them, then you'll know that their racing history is one of legacy and fame and fortune, and their drivers were incredibly talented and held awesome traditions and legends. And coming up until present day, they are some of the best cars, revolutionizing how the automobile industry is and will be in the future. If you're aware of the brand and familiar with Alfa Romeo at all, or you've just seen one of their cars lately, you may have seen what looks like a four-leaf clover painted on the side of the vehicle. Now this is known as Alfa Romeo's Quadrifoglio Verde badge, and today allow me to tell you the story of why Alfa Romeo's race cars and high-performance street vehicles are painted with this quite unique symbol. Now to start this story, allow me to take you back to the 1920s. During this era, Alfa Romeo's racing team was stacked with some of the world's best drivers. People like Antonio Ascari, Giulia Mazzetti, Enzo Ferrari, and Ugo Sivocci. Now every year there was held a Targa Florio race. This race is a very dangerous endurance race on the streets in the mountains of Sicily. In 1923, Alfa Romeo created a vehicle for this specific race, the 1923 Targa Florio RL. This car was meant to be driven by Sivocci and in hopes that he would win the race. However, Sivocci was a superstitious man and knew that he couldn't win the race by himself because of his bad luck. He often would place second place, even coming behind some of his teammates in a lot of the races. So he needed some sort of good luck charm to hopefully help him push into that first place position. This is where he came up with the four-leaf clover. Sivocci painted the four-leaf clover on his vehicle and actually won his first race. Sivocci painted this clover logo inside of a white square, with each of the four sides representing one of the drivers on his team. Ever since he had done so and he had painted each of these clovers on his vehicles, he won every single race. And I would love to say that that's where the story ends, but unfortunately, there's more. Unfortunately, Sivocci's victories were short-lived, as when he returned to Alfa Romeo just a few weeks after the race to test one of their newest vehicles, he didn't have enough time to put his Clover badge on it before taking it for a spin. And in an unfortunate series of events, there was a major crash and Sivocci tragically lost his life. This, of course, prompted Alfa Romeo to take on the cloverleaf badge as a sort of symbol of honor and remembrance of Ugo Sivocci and his famous racing and superstition. And ever since then, the Quadrifoglio Verde badge has been reserved for Alfa Romeo's highest performing models, signifying their racing heritage and Ugo Sivocci's amazing victories in the Targa Florio. And in remembrance of Sivocci, they've put the Quadrifoglio clover onto a white triangle instead of a white square, representing the loss of one of the key players in helping to make Alfa Romeo's racing history what it has become today. Today, the Quadrifoglio badge adorns all of Alfa Romeo's most exhilarating and highest performing models, calling back and embodying the brand's commitment to excellence, innovation, and ultimately their passion for driving. And with each new model, that cloverleaf continues to symbolize Alfa Romeo's racing legacy and awesome history and their relentless pursuit of automotive driving perfection.